G'day guys, my name is Lord Tomo. Welcome again to another Sonic the Hedgehog toy item collector video. As you know, I'm Lord Tomo with the blue steer Sonic the Hedgehog doing absolutely nothing once again, in line with the series of the mug series. Does it even make sense? Possibly not. Nonetheless, we shall review it. I've purchased a bunch of Sonic the Hedgehog mugs, and I will be of course reviewing them as the time flies by. So I figured I might as well just do it now, since I pretty much received it about a week and a bit ago, and I simply have it on display, and I figured why not review something that is not obviously common in the eyes of the YouTube review community / not really, I don't know. Anyway, let's get into it. This is a Sonic the Hedgehog 3D motion mug collector's edition review. I'm guessing by collector's edition this is probably going to be a small run, that of which I don't know the exact quantity, because normally when they throw in the word collector edition, A could be simply because if you're a collector you buy it, or the other, on the other side of the spectrum, is simply because after a given time of period they've stopped manufacturing. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see what the future is. This is straight out of the back common, 1 out of 10. You can purchase this in Amazon or eBay. That's the place where I purchased it. Unfortunately, I looked everywhere here, my local stores in Australia, and I was New South Wales, that's from anyway, Australia, and I could not find it for the life of me. So unfortunately, if you're here, if you can let me know, definitely leave a comment down below, of course. But if not all else fails, just try eBay or Amazon and that sort of stuff. So yeah, 1 size out of 10 rarity. Straight out of the bat, I purchased this roughly about, I think, $15, $20 thereabouts. I purchased this in a bundle, so I think it's roughly about $20. A little pricey, but to be honest, I think it's pretty worth it for its overall package and design. Of course, I will get into it right now. So enough about talking, enough of talking, and let's get into it. This is the standard box that comes with it already. Automatically, I'm sold by the box itself. I'll show you each croonings and crannies. This has Sonic the Hedgehog at the very top. You have the word collector's edition, and it kind of has a blend of both light and dark blues, which I find that phenomenal. They've also implemented a lot of jagginess, a lot of block carved sections. By that I mean there's a line here, you have jaggedy areas there, you have jaggedy areas there and whatnot, which I think is phenomenal, to be honest. It gives them more character. It says rule game level animation. I'll see if I can do it. I can somewhat do it, as you can probably tell from the side, but yeah, he's pretty much moves throughout. I will show you, of course. You have the very bottom where it says 3D motion mug, bringing the game to life. Yeah, I've got old Sonic the Hedgehog there. At the very bottom, it just has a, I don't know if you can see it, it's literally a bunch of Sonic the Hedgehog heads in orange. Wow, that's fascinating. At the very top, you have Sonic and all the obligatory sort of information. Sonic blah blah blah. You don't want me to get into that. On the side, Sonic obligatory information, collector's edition, whatnot, etc, etc. I do like how it overarches in terms of just the orange and Sonic the Hedgehog. So it's just, it kind of gives it a filler effect, and that you have, of course, more jaggedy square aspect of it. That's becoming the norm in a lot of items that tend to come out. My guess is it plays homage to the whole Green Hill Zone squared up zones. My guess, of course. On the other side, they didn't need this, but they threw it in, which I think is awesome if you're the sort of person that likes to cut up your boxes and just, I don't know, paste it around. You have 3D motion mug, you have Sonic in 2 poses. Awesome. I do like as well how you got Sonic, which kind of gives it the whole, oh my god, he's in one more place than one. Yeah, I said that. So of course this shows more or less the gimmick. The actual company that made it is Paladon, if I pronounce it. Is that Paladon? Paladon. I'm going to pronounce it like that. I could be wrong, could be right, who knows. At the very bottom it says disposable, which means you can throw it, and this is the actual design that it comes with it, but it plays through the, like if you flip it, it kind of gives you the image. I'll show you that, of course. But yeah, that's essentially grab mate, Sonic getting hit, Tails thrown away, minding his own business because he had enough of Sonic. And who wouldn't have enough of Sonic? Alright, so let us see if I can get this out in whatever way possible. Alright. Also, the packaging is pretty fascinating. It's like not the run-of-the-mill packaging where the other ones I'm eventually going to review, but there's a lot of security involved. Like, by that I mean there's a lot of added padding, if you can really describe that, just to give that a protection. Now, I'll show you the mug quickly. This is Paddington, just gives you a bunch of obligatory information. I'm guessing this is made of ceramic, suitable for dishwashers and microwave use. Awesome, love that. And of course at the very bottom, so it's just your standard mug, nothing too crazy. And this is the actual gimmick of the actual mug itself. So as let's see if I can do it. Okay, so you can somewhat see it. You can see it's harder to see on cam, of course, but that's pretty much tower going at supersonic speed nonetheless. Let's go around. So I'm hoping you can see that little gimmick. It looks like he's intentionally jumping backwards into the rings and hurting himself. He is a suicidal hedgehog nonetheless. So yeah, and of course you have the crab meat moving away. So my guess is he jumped onto the spikes by accident. The other little gimmick is for washing purposes. Now of course this is made of plastic, so all you have to do is unhinge the thing at the back and remove it per the note. There you go. Essentially what you're paying for the excess is just this little bit. So yeah, and hopefully that's a better view. Like I said, it's just a standard ceramic mug, nothing too hardcore, nothing too different there, and I wouldn't expect it to be. But essentially, to put it back on, it's exactly the same way. It's a little tedious to say nonetheless. Okay, let's flip it around, and voila, that's essentially it. This is, yeah, pretty impressive, pretty standard, pretty impressive nonetheless. What do I think of this? I think it's phenomenal, to be honest, for a mug anyway. Like, I've got Japanese mugs, which literally the only difference between that mug and this mug is the packaging is slightly different, and there's not really much of a gimmick per se. But it's definitely a nice little thing to definitely pick up. I picked up a whole bunch of these different ones, so I'll definitely let you guys check them out once I review them as the time flies by. But yeah, it's definitely, is it worth the money? Look, to be honest, as a collector, yeah, I think it is worth my money, and especially if you're a little kid and whatnot and you like this sort of stuff, it's definitely worth it. It's definitely a nice little piece to pick up. I honestly feel this does its justice of service, really. You know, guys, let me know what you think about it. If you think it's a little pricey, like I said, it's roughly about $20. I got this on eBay. Rarity 1 stars out of 10. It's pretty much plastered everywhere. It's hard, it would be pretty hard not to find it, and it's generally awesome little thing, to be honest. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for checking out this review. Let me know what your thoughts are, and there he goes. And if you have any comments, of course, leave me one. Thank you once again for checking out this review. Speed on and take care.